Hello, my beautiful PIs. Hello, everyone. I hope you are well. And if you're just jumping in, this is going to be a reading on little Sebastian Rogers, who went missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee, Sumner County, 2 years ago today. So it would have been 2/26/24. And it's just heartbreaking. So we're going to try again. We're going to pull cards and we're going to see what we can find out that will help us understand the energies in the sequence of events using the cards. Hopefully we'll learn something that we haven't known in the past. Perhaps it'll lead us to something where we understand more. But I guarantee nothing, but I always want to give it a try. I can't say that this is the 2-year anniversary because that doesn't feel right, but this is the 2-year mark that he's been missing and unfound. He would be 17 today, and it's just heartbreaking. So with that, keep in mind, I want to say thank you for all the likes, the subs, and everything you do to allow us to continue to be the voice for the voiceless, as well as I'm amazing at tarot reading, but you're amazing and much better than I am at asking the right questions. So we're going to hand the next live after this one, after the reading I do, to you. So it'll be my turn first. I'll do the reading. Then we'll do our third live today, and that's where you'll be able to ask the questions. And you guys, I rely on you because you ask the best questions. That's how I decided to make our members private eyes, because you guys, you follow the cases, you dive deep, you understand them. And so when you ask, the right question, it really helps. It really, really does. So welcome everybody. Hello, all my beautiful, beautiful mods. Let me free up my hand real quick. Whoa, almost dropped the cards. I want to say thank you to my beautiful mods. That's Debbie Gazzardo, Nikki UK, Jenniferville, that's Jennifer Swade and Jennyville together, Jenniferville. Debbie Gazzardo, I don't see you, but I think you're here. There you are, my lovely Jennyville. Everybody's here. Nikki UK. All right, my lovelies, let's go ahead. We have a lot of people here. Make sure and tune in to the next live as well so that you can put your question out there. You do not need to be a member. It is open to subscribers, and that's all you need to be is a subscriber, and that is free, absolutely free to everybody. Without further ado, now keep in mind, you guys, everything is my humble opinion. I am just sharing what I interpret the cards to say. You might have a different interpretation of what the cards say. You might be pulling your own cards at home, and that's absolutely fine too. That being said, I think we got everything covered, right? All the bases. All right, let's get going. Hello, my beautiful people. Hi, Zoni Pride. Welcome back. Hi, Kim G. Good to see you. Sally's here with us, and Casey. Good to see you all. Let me understand the energies of Sebastian Rogers before he went missing. Now, you guys, I have cameras over here. I have cameras over here. I'm not a camera expert, so bear with me. I am very good at tarot reading, and I'm horrible at cameras. Let's see what we can see. Clue for jealousy. So remember, there's a lot of drama in the house. The stepfather's saying, I'm not coming home. And my daughter can't be there when Sebastian's in the house. There's a lot of problems going on. And we have the jealousy card come out. So prior to Sebastian going missing, there is some jealousy within the home. Everything's alleged, right? Just reading the cards. As I say, entertainment purposes only. Now remember, tarot is not, let me say this real quick. Tarot is not very good at defining a location. I don't have those cards. I don't have like go left at the Jiffy Mart card. It's not real good at saying what time something happened, like on Tuesday, January the 1st. Tarot reads the energies and tells us of what is going on, just like you saw, the jealousy. So that being said, that's the energy around the home before Sebastian goes missing. Give me the energy during the day, the last day that he was in his home. The energy of the last day. Now that is interesting because we're supposed to be alone with mom. And there's a bit, autofocus please. There has been a lot of questions if the stepdad somehow fooled everybody and made it back to the house. He has made comments that he heard this or he saw that when he couldn't have because he wasn't there. He did control the interviews in the beginning very strongly. For a long time, he was there for every interview with the mother. And greed, money issues. It's a lot about money, couple, and greed. So maybe money issues and jealousy. There was a rivalry between the stepdad and Sebastian. There's no doubt. We've all heard how they talk about him and what was going on in the home. Let me understand after he goes. I'm gonna stack these because this is both during the. We'll go this way. This is during the time. So we've got before he goes missing. During the time he goes missing, we have a couple, and we have greed. Show me after Sebastian went missing, what the energy was around his disappearance. That's interesting. Desert. That's about what it felt like there was just nothing there. All right. Let me take out the tarot real quick and let's get into this a little deeper. I'm going to go ahead, shuffle it a few times, clear the energy. Make sure, put your energy forward for little Sebastian Rogers, who would now be 17 if he is alive, which unfortunately I do not believe. Show me jealousy. What is this before Sebastian goes missing? Okay, we're going to move it. I just got this strong suggestion that we're about to get that timeline in the story. So when I say in a story, it usually means like a clump is going to come out of the deck and then I walk the story. That, or we might walk the deck. Liam, you can't behave. You don't know how. I'm teasing one of the PIs just because I can. Sebastian Rogers, show me the beginning. So there was a change in the home. Now you could see this is possibly the passing of Sebastian. But I'm asking more or less what happened in the home. And there was definitely a scorpionic energy of something was no longer going to be done the way that they were doing it. There was a life-altering event prior, because this is prior to him going missing. We know he was alive before he went missing. He was at Trader Joe's, whatever you want to call that place, at the restaurant, and he was eating. So when I see the scorpionic energy of the death card, it is suggesting that there was a huge, and I'm talking life-altering transformation prior to him going missing. Show me this life-altering transition, scorpionic energy. And this is the king is dead. The king is dead here. There's a sense of Sebastian feeling like he won over Chris. He beat Chris in some way is what he felt. And there is this tension between the two because the king is dead here. Well, CP left the home. We've never found out the exact reason why CP left the home, but he gave up his home and he was living in a camper and he didn't have to be there the whole time. Show me what this life-altering transformation before. Thank you. Look at that card. So there was a plan. Two of Wands, you can see this man. He's holding the world up, right? Let me get the chat off the screen, even though I love you so much, Nikki. It just makes it easier to see. It's the deck party is still, you guys, that was an amazing deck party last night. It's still kind of like we had a good time. It's a little party time. But when we get into the Sebastian Rogers is still missing, we're into 2 years. We have the Two of Wands. And it's a plan with no action, no follow through, but there's a plan. And you can see here the World card, travel. So this is a decision. This man is hoping that his ships come in. So this is a hope and a game plan. I feel Sebastian thought he had got that mean old stepdaddy out of the house in a sense, which I feel for you. I do, Sebastian. Because I don't feel you were happy. There was some strategy. Yeah. So this was almost as if there was a destined event. This can be seen as crossing over. We have the Death card. There is something. And then also, like I said, with that Two of Wands, you have 6 wands. It's a sense of victory. So 4 wands, 2 wands is 6, which is the victory sign. This person on 6 of Wands is getting their acclimates. They're high on their horse. They're winning. They won. But we're not at 6 of Wands. This is a plan to win. This is a plan for a higher destiny of making a change for the better. And that was preceding Sebastian going missing. There were changes, big changes that Sebastian felt were for everybody's well-being. Like it was going to get much better. Could that be CP, the stepdaddy, out of the house? Now we're going to switch and see what happens next. So Sebastian, he's, for whatever reason, he is celebrating that CP isn't in the home. So let's find out what's next. Page of Swords, autofocus. Thank you. Page of Swords is all about school. It's all about inspecting something, seeing something, looking deeper. So there's something far deeper than what Sebastian was seeing. That's important. Aw, Liam, let me hit the like. Oops, I blocked you. No, I'm joking. I love you too, Em. I love you too, Liam, so very much. Thank you for the $10 Super Chat, darling. And keep your pants on. So, back into the reading. Thank you, Liam. We have this education, something you could see it as a witness to, witnessing something, learning something. And Sebastian may have thought this was an excellent plan. Yay, I got the mean old man out of my house. But unfortunately, there's some schooling going on. Somebody's about to learn a lesson. I don't support that lesson. You guys, when I'm reading, I'm telling you the bigger picture. It's not that I'm like, oh, so this happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm for the victim. I'm not for the victim learning a hard lesson. But I am telling you that the cards are suggesting that even though this plan, this big change before he goes missing, looks like it's all favorable, there's something that Sebastian was about to learn. There's more to it. This is the inquisitive card, the inspector card, the private eye card, the detective card. Look deeper. So there's something far more deeper. Let's see what that is. Travel. So we have the 6 of Swords, not the 6 of Wands, which we talked about over here, but the 6 of Swords. So when you get the 6 of Swords, it's talking about this water is turbulent, and they're leaving that water. They're going to where it's calm. So they're leaving this hurricane island, and they're traveling to a much calmer direction. And that is what, there's something that is going to travel, that is going to transform things. Let's understand more. Page of Swords is this detective looking deeper into travel. The Chariot car. A win-win. A car ride. The Chariot. Cancer energy, if you were wondering. There it is, the illusion. There's the trick. So what's being shown here, y'all? I need to walk this out with you. This is very pivotal in Sebastian's reading. We have this couple right here, and we have greed. They're worried about money and the money that they're spending on something. The subject is Sebastian, so it could be that they did not want to invest a lot more money, all right? Or you could see it as time. They didn't want to invest their time, their energy, their money. So there's this tightness in that. And we do have jealousy. I believe that both Sebastian was jealous of the stepfather, and I believe the stepfather is jealous of Sebastian. I think there's a mutual jealousy here of who is getting mom's attention. We go from the scorpionic energy of the death card of this plan. And this plan, now think of tarot in multiple layers like an onion. It can actually show you not only Sebastian's plan, but also CP, the stepdad's plan, or the mother's plan, or somebody else's plan at the same time. So you could see this as Sebastian, when CP leaves, he feels like he's got this huge change in his life. This is all going to be good now. Everything's great. I got mom alone, all this. But you could see this as there's a plan of death and crossing over being made behind that. You could see it that way. We also have the Page of Swords, which is somebody's about to learn a lesson. This lesson is going to involve travel, which I told you, traveling for calmer ground, coming from Hurricane Island. Somebody is planning to take some action to go from this chaotic time frame to taking action to calm things down for them and for it to go in their favor, the Chariot. That's when an illusion happens. This, in true crime, is not just the magician as in the traditional tarot, which is somebody that has all the tools in the trade and is going to manifest whatever their heart desires as long as they stay focused. He has control of destiny. You can see the infinity sign right there. But in true crime tarot, the magician is actually a trickster. This is an illusion. So what we have basically is saying that this peace that Sebastian has won, this is a perception that he's won, he has mom to himself, is actually an illusion. And that there is some sort of education decision being made in the background behind Sebastian's knowledge to have travel, strong travel, that's going to cause an illusion. Let's get into this illusion. What is this illusion? Why the Two of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles? Burden. Okay. Y'all, I'm asking about this little page. What is the lesson that, what is there more to learn about it that Sebastian didn't understand? And here it is. We have the significant other. It could be mom and son. It could be the marriage, the couple, right? It could be the couple. It's two people that are within their intimate circle and they're making a pledge to each other. It's also seen as a sense of, making that pledge to one another. Can be a marriage card. This could be the couple. This could be the mother and the stepfather. And that is what this page is learning. And what this page is learning is that this couple has invested a lot of time. This is a money tree as well. And they've invested a lot of time, energy, and money. And it's not being productive as they would like. They're only getting one pentacle back. So they put in a lot of time. This guy's been watching this grow, and it's also planted and buried, which is also my staging card. So anytime that you see traditional tarot with the Seven of Pentacles, it's talking about divine timing. It's talking about the time you invested to grow something. But in the True Crime Tarot, it's the staging. It's planted, meaning it could be planted evidence. It's buried, something that's hidden. It's the staged card. And we have the stages being set to deal with the burden. Does the couple see them as a burden? And that could be what this little page, Sebastian, is learning, is that they see him as a burden, which is heartbreaking. All right, let's continue. Sometimes it's hard to read these. And then the plan happens. So it's behind Sebastian's back because it's an illusion to him. It is tricking him. And they plan on getting rid of the burden. The couple wants to get rid of the burden. They've invested the time. They've made a pledge to each other. They've got the planted staged card and the burden. And now we have the Three of Wands. Unlike the Two of Wands, which is about a plan with no action followed through, which is Sebastian, we now have the couple right down here that are taking action. Now, we're going to ask, what action did the couple take towards Sebastian? I don't even want to tell you. Okay, I'm going to tell you. We have this karmic wheel. You could see this as doing do it over. This is the repeat button. That's what this is. This is a repeat button. It's the opportunity given by the universe to do something differently. And in this, if you do it differently, then you'll get a different result. And that's exactly what's happening. This is a big karmic change. This is a do-over card. So CP, the stepdad, gets removed from the home. Sebastian seems like he's happy. He thinks things are going his way. Then we have this page learning something. There's some tricks under someone's sleeve. That there is a car ride here, and there's travel. And then we have this plan by this couple, named right here, couple, Two of Cups, that they're staging something about burden, and they're taking action on it, which is karmic, which can be something of a repetitive cycle. We have this Page of Pentacle. This is often, pentacles can also be evidence because they are a tangible item in the tarot. They talk about the material world. Often this can be money. This can be medicine. It could be evidence. This page has some knowledge of something. He has learned. He's also a messenger. So in other words, I'm getting the impression that Sebastian is learning along this trip, because travel has taken place, that this is not the game that he wanted to play. Because then I have the restraint. This is, in the traditional tarot, this is holding back. This is greed. This is not allowing something to go further. It's holding on too tight. In True Crime Tarot, this is often somebody that is harboring another. This is holding someone back. I have the page that is holding one, but then this person is holding four. So this is suggesting that we actually have Four of Pentacles plus one is 5 Pentacles, that this child is about to learn abandonment. He may have learned something. Maybe they were having that phone call and he heard something. That, or he got tricked and was in the vehicle and then he learned the real thing. Show me what action was taken with Sebastian. So, I asked what action was taken with Sebastian. We have this person who's passed away, and there's 10 swords in their back from betrayal. The reason is because they were tricked by a plan. They were offered something, a message of, hey, let's go do this. And it wasn't what they thought. And this is 10 swords in the back, which you and I both know is betrayal. And there's no way back from it. We're going to slip over to our famous little 1111 True Crime deck. Now, this is the mini deck. I do sell it in the shop right here. Be sure and check that out at 1111decks.com. I cut every deck myself for you, and we've sold literally hundreds of them and always had satisfied customers. Not one has complained. These decks work. On the bottom of the deck, innocence, right? And it says pure, guilt-free, lawful. And it's a karmic number 8. It's also the judge, right? The gavel. Let me understand what this 10 of swords with Sebastian is, True Crime deck. What happened? All right, pay close attention. This deck is very powerful. When I create these decks, they aren't just for cards. They're with the intent to give the voice back to the voiceless in every case. Excuse me. I'm going to grab a drink real quick. So what we have is we have the nature path and we have key. When you look at key, it could be the key to the case, something to do with nature. You could even see this scenic hike or trail. We've got key, code, entrance, locking. I just thought of something. Y'all, is this the construction zone? Because look at all the flat, level ground. I thought of the construction zone, even though it says nature path. I thought of the construction zone because it's piles of dirt with a little path. But then it's saying the key. Is the key to the construction zone? Is that the key to finding Sebastian? Show me what physically happened. Show me what physically took place that caused the 10 of swords in Sebastian's back. A plan. Can't make it up. Remember I told you that 3 of wands right here? I said was a plan that was taken action on. This is planned, thought out, decided, and the blueprint. That's what is, okay, show me the actual action taken physically against Sebastian. We've got 2 cards. I had to go to the basement. Okay, we have town, city, community, village. So travel, movement, journey, adventure, a new town. Now there's something I want to bring up. This community card, I said new town, could be a new community, and that's what they're building at that construction site. It turned into houses. It turned into a new community. We have movement, journey. Continue. And thank you. New neighborhood, right. We have signature. This could also be that he's in a different town and that he was signed away. You could see that Ten of Swords as betrayal, not death. Meaning that they tricked him into saying, hey, you'll only be there for a little while. And then they abandoned him wherever they took him. There it is. Sold, exchanged, traded, in contract. I don't like that. Bottom of the deck, stalker, watcher. This reminds me of the green hoodie person. Were they paying them? Stolen, robbed, thief, taken. Taken the child. Look, look, look. This, I said green hoodie person reminded me of this person, right? Because they were waiting by the car. And then I said, stolen, robbed, taken. Did they take the child? Look, taken the child. They might be related to the parent or the step-parent or the biological parent. They may know the parent. It's weird that we've got that too. Child and parent, right with thief, which is taken. So did the mother, did the parent, or even the step-parent take the child to exchange them, where in a sense the child was taken by the stalker? That's what the cards are suggesting. All right, you guys. I'm going to hand it over to you. You know, before I run out of energy, I would like to be able to ask the questions that you have. I just feel you guys do such a better job of asking the proper questions. I can read tarot all day long, and as I said, I'm very good at it. But you guys just are better at it when it comes to the questions. That just be the facts, ma'am. So with that being said, just give me a few minutes to go ahead and gather my cards, clean them up, and then we will jump back together over where you can ask the questions and get your questions ready so you can head over there right away. You don't have to wait on me. There will be a slight moment. I have to toilet my dogs, and so there'll be about 5 minutes. You can go get yourself a refresh on your whatever your favorite beverage is and settle in. And while you're thinking about it, go over and post your question for me so that I can get to it. I want to say thank you. Thank you for investing your time into finding Sebastian. We need to keep his face out there. I do a reading from time to time on Sebastian. I also cover his case. And I can't cover it every day. There's not any info to cover. But every once in a while, there's a reason that we want to make sure that we get him out there. Keep his face out there. You never know. We have no proof that Sebastian has passed away. If he has been given, if you will, to somebody else, then maybe you'll see him one day. And if you see him, call his name. Sebastian. See if the kid turns around. Definitely call 911 and take a photograph, right? All right, you guys. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. I'm always so thankful for every bit of your genuine support, because I know you're genuine. You really do want to bring these people home. Whether it's Nancy Guthrie, Summer Wells, Sebastian Rogers, Michael Vaughn, we all want to bring these people home. Especially these little children that haven't lived a life yet. They're so precious. And unfortunately, this world does not value the children the way a lot of us do. I love you, and I will see you again. So if you're ready, we're going to do the time warp again. You know, it's just a jump to your left and bring your knees in tight. I will see you over there in just a minute.
From the dust, I was born, to the dirt I shall return when my eyes are closed. In the shadows, my enemies will think they won, but I am here to stay. Destiny will overcome, no, I am not afraid. Like a phoenix in the night, my soul will rise from the darkness.